Hello everybody, welcome back to Pixie Woo. I know it's a Wednesday and we normally upload on a Friday, but I went to the BAFTAs on Sunday. Well, Sam and I went to the BAFTAs. We were working for Lancome and they invited us along. It was so amazing. We took over Lancome's Instagram account and I showed the makeup that I was wearing and loads of people asked if I could recreate it. So that's what I'm going to do for you today, and during the video I'll tell you about the BAFTAs and how much fun it was. So firstly, I'm going to moisturise my skin. I'm going to take a little bit of Lancome Hydra Zen Moisturiser. Now this video will be Lancome heavy in products because we were working for Lancome, so we were wearing Lancome products, which I actually really liked. So I'm just going to pop some moisturiser on first. Oh God, it smells so good, this moisturiser. Now we had to be with the guys at Lancome for 11 o'clock in the morning, so our makeup had to last all day, which it did, although we touched up a little bit, and I was quite shocked. Now I went for this Miracle Cushion foundation, which is the new one, and I was like, it's really strange actually, because it feels, let me show it to you, it feels like super light coverage. You kind of push it on here and then wipe it on. It feels like super light coverage. I'm number 2, by the way, but actually it's a really good coverage. It's a bit of a mind boggle to me. I can't work out why. It feels like you've got nothing on, but actually covers really well. And I really like it because it's easy. So I had this foundation on. It lasted all day. It was really scary to know what to wear to the BAFTAs and what sort of makeup to do, because I felt, well, Sam and I are known for makeup, so we need to make sure that our makeup looks flawless. So I almost went less because it had to last all day, and I also didn't want to look like I'd tried too hard and overdone it. It's quite scary actually going to the BAFTAs. I'm just going to take a little bit of this all over the face. But we met a few celebrities, which was really exciting. So I've not been to the BAFTAs before. Used to being the other side of the red carpet, you know, doing the makeup. So it was a bit strange to be that side. And it was really interesting. It was really exciting to see the celebrities and to get like a little bit of an insight into their life. And actually, they're no different from the rest of us. It's just it's publicised different. It was really interesting, that was. Okay, a bit of concealer. I used my Clarins Instant Concealer. Take a little bit on the back of my hand. Then I'm going to take a Deluxe crease brush and work that under the eyes, because I have been super tired. We've been so busy at the moment that these bags are taking over. So conceal under the eyes, a little bit around the nose. Any places that I knew my makeup would wear off throughout the day. So any places that I thought, right, I need a little bit of extra coverage there, that's where I put the concealer. I hope this lighting is better for you. I think that the camera sometimes bleaches us out too much, so I've played around with the lighting. Actually, I've got my husband in to play around with the lighting, and I think it's better, so I'm hoping it is. So I take a little bit of concealer just on that part of my eye, because my eyes seem to, you can probably see they dip in a little bit there, so I just need to lift that. So a little bit of concealer there and a bit through my brow bone, because mine go a bit red there. So on the brows, I took my Faithful Shuuurai brow pencil and I just started from the underneath and just worked my way up a bit. So Sam and I had to get to the Sanderson to have our hair done, and Lancome had a hairdresser there for us who was called Heath Massey, and he is from Australia, and hello to his mum. He is, because I know she watches our videos, he did an amazing job on our hair, and then we had to do press and interviews, and then we all had to meet to have a chat before we left. Sam and I took over their Lancome's Instagram, and then we got in a car that took us to the red carpet, Then we had to walk the red carpet, which was really exciting. We were right next to Eddie Redmayne and Sam Claflin, who was from Norwich, yay! And he was in Hunger Games. And yeah, there was a lot of celebrities on there. We missed David Beckham, unfortunately. Unfortunately, Victoria Beckham wasn't there with David, because I would have loved... I was more interested in seeing the girls, if I'm honest. I wanted to see what they looked like and what makeup they had. A really great tip when you're using this brow pencil is to make sure it's really sharp before you use it. Because it's such a hard formula, it's hard to kind of get it to come out. You have to make sure that it's sharpened well, and then you'll get a really nice finish from it. I'm then going to take a little bit of Ico Brow Gel, take off a lot of the excess. For one, it will last you much longer, and two, you just don't need all that product that the brush gives you. And then just brush my brows through so that you can see it, there's brow there. Otherwise they just look too drawn on, and I didn't want to look really fake. Oh. Right, so just brush the brows through. Oh. Now for the eyes, and I didn't really do anything. I wanted to keep the eyes really, really, really basic. I was just going to wear lashes. But then I thought, oh, I'll use a little bit of liner. So I took this Lancome liner, I don't know what it's called actually, Art Line 24 Hour. And it did last well because I put a gel on my eyes, and it still lasted. And I just put this on the very outer corners of the eye. So I'm just taking a lot of it and just wiping it over. So it wings the eyes out slightly, but really naturally. The other issue I had was Sam wanted to wear a smoky eye. And quite often we take it in turns as to what makeup we wear. And she bagsied smoky eye first. So I was like, right, well, I'll do a red lip then, because we don't want to look the same all the time. And with the kind of dress that I had and the hair that I wanted, it was quite classic. I thought a red lip would do really, really nicely. So that's why I went for this makeup. Then for mascara, I went for the Hypnose Star. Now they've got a new one with a wiggly wand, but I really wanted to use this one because I like it. Plenty of that. How good is that? Such a great mascara. Then took a little bit of Lancome Crown Black Liner and just on the top waterline. Just to make that a little bit blacker. Right, then I'm going to move back to the skin. I took a little bit of this, this is a blush palette, and this one is called Blush Subtle, and it is 01 Rose Flush. I actually didn't use the pinky colour. I only used these two. And I used it before I'd powdered. Just going to take my contour brush, Bold Metals contour brush, and a little bit of the contour colour, and just pop a small amount through the cheek. I'm then going to take a buffing brush, just check that that really softly works into the skin. So I'm just rubbing that down where I want to contour, and I'm pulling it upwards slightly. Didn't want to do too much of this because I don't want it to look really, really fake, but just a little bit around the hairline, a little bit on the jawbone. And then take my buffing brush again and just check that that works right into the skin. I'm then going to take a setting brush and the highlighter, and I don't like to skimp on highlighter, and that's just going to go on the top of the cheekbone. Now I didn't take it on my brow bone because I've already got a lot of space between my eyes and my brows, and I didn't want to make it even more because I hadn't put a smoky eyeshadow on, or like kind of lifted the eye up. So I kept away from a highlighter there because it's just going to lift it. I also didn't use any blusher because I naturally blush anyway. I'm then going to move on to the lip. I took this Lancome lip liner in 111 Rouge Ebony, and I coloured my whole lip in with that. Actually, I didn't colour my whole lip in with it. I put it on and then I softly buffed it in. I did exactly this. I put it on, went to put it all over my lip and then thought, oh, it's a little bit dark. So we watched the BAFTAs. Let me get the brush that I would use to buff that on. Quite a big brush. So we watched the BAFTAs, which were hosted by Stephen Fry. And then once it's finished, you all get ushered into these like a million coaches and you get taken off where you go and have a dinner, but everyone's there for the dinner. So all the celebrities are there for the dinner and everyone that was in the Royal Opera House. So there's so many people there, you hardly see anyone. And I never would ever approach a celebrity because they're just, I don't know, I'm just not like that at all. I kick myself afterwards, but I don't have the confidence to go up and be like, hi! I just never have. And then we finished our dinner and I'd had a couple of glasses of wine and I saw Sam Claflin from Hunger Games standing not too far away from me, and his wife, who is so beyond stunning. Her name is Laura Hoddock. She's just so beautiful. And I saw them standing there and I was like to my sister, I'm going to go and speak to him because he's from Norwich. And I said to my sister, I'm going to go and speak to him. And she was like, you won't go and speak to him. And I was like, I will, I promise. And then she said to the whole table, oh, Nick says she's going to go and speak to this guy. She won't. So I went over and stood there like an idiot. And then I was like, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but I'm from Norwich and I just wanted to say hi. And he was so lovely, and his wife, I said, oh, I must say to you, you look so beautiful. She looked exquisite, and she was really lovely, and we chatted for ages, and it turns out we have so many friends in common. He said, so what do you do? And I explained, oh, I do makeup on the internet, and he was like, oh, that's really, really cool. There's some other guys that are from Norwich that do it. Do you know the Lean Machines? I was like, yeah, it's my brother. He's like, oh, no way. And he was like, oh, do you know Jim Chapman? I was like, yeah, it's my brother. He was like, what is going on? I was like, I know, how weird is that? And he was like, yeah, we know Jim, we know Tanya, but I don't know why I haven't spoken to my brothers about it, that we know, you know, that they knew him. It was really nice. And I got my photo taken with him. Like, geeky. I was like, oh, can I have a photo? And it turns out my friend Meg, which I already knew, she taught him dance, and we were talking about her, and it was just so lovely, and he was so nice, and that was just such a great end to the whole night. Oh, I'm just going to put the lipstick on, which is 368, and this is amazing. Can I just say, this has to be the first ever lipstick that I've been able to use from the Bullet that I haven't had to use a lip brush with. And I only just thought of that because I was doing the video. I used it like this the whole time I was there. I've never been able to do that before. It's funny because these lipsticks have such a unique smell to them. Like, it reminds me of my auntie. It's really weird. It brings back memories. I expect some people don't like the smell of them, but I think it's really nice. That was the exact makeup I did, and then I felt like it wasn't enough and I needed to add something, so I put lashes on. I used the Tanya Burr corner lashes, which I think are the perfect length. Thank you very much, Tanya Burr. Okay, small amount of glue. Let it dry. And I'm going to pop them on the corners. Guys, if you have any questions that you want to ask me about the BAFTAs, because I may have not answered things that you really want to know, then just jot them down in the comments bit and I'll try and reply to them. But I might not be that great at replying because actually I'm recording this on Tuesday late. It will be up on Wednesday. And it's my wedding anniversary today. So 3 years married, which is it's amazing, and I love him more every day. My gorgeous husband, he's an amazing, amazing man. And if you don't know who my husband is, he has a YouTube channel too. It's like we take over the whole YouTube. His is called Haste Kitchen, and he does cooking, healthy cooking as well, which is really great. I think he's going to do some Valentine's meals, so you can get your partner to watch it and then they can cook a nice Valentine's meal for you, or vice versa, you can do it. Okay, I'm going to pop that on there. Don't worry about the glue, that it looks a bit white because it dries clear. Leave that to dry. I love those corner lashes. So then I took a little bit of this Urban Decay powder and I took this with me because it's got a nice size mirror in, and I just wanted to powder, and with the sponge. So I took this around all the areas that I wanted to keep flat. So around the nose, and by flat I mean not to get a shine, just around the forehead, and I kept it away from the cheeks, but I do take it in a line like that so that it keeps that cheekbone nice and strong. Then lastly, once all my makeup was done and just before I left, I had a little bit of clear gloss which I decided to put on my eyes. Probably not for your eyes, but it didn't bother mine, and I popped it just in the centre. This is a Clarins one. And actually I was surprised, I kept it away from the lash line because I didn't want it to break down my lashes, and I also didn't want it to break down my liner, but I was really surprised that it didn't at all, because obviously it's going to move a bit. So there you have my finished BAFTAs makeup. How weird is that? Normally I'm doing other people's makeup that they've worn to the BAFTAs or to the Oscars or whatever, and this time it's the makeup that I wore, which is totally surreal. The whole thing was surreal, so thank you so much to Lancome for inviting us. We had the best time. If you want Sam to do the makeup that she wore to the BAFTAs, then thumbs up this video and I will make sure she does it for you as well. Happy anniversary to my gorgeous husband. I love you loads, and thank you so much for watching. Take care. We will see you next time. Have a great evening. Bye.